chili today. First thing I'm doing is I'm going to be just cooking down some yellow onions. I've got 2 large yellow onions here, and then some garlic. This grill topper from Oscarware, I'm just going to put it on top, and then this is where my meat's going to be set up. So it's over the top. It's going to render all those juices down while we're cooking it. Want the juices in there as well. So again, we're just going to mix all this stuff up, and we're going to then put it on our smoker, and then we're going to put the meat on top, and we're going to let it smoke for quite a while, so all these flavors can meld together, which is going to be amazing. Looking forward to trying this one out. Again, this is a big batch. Alright, so here we go. These are the Chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. We want to put all that in there. We want the sauce in there as well. I did cut these up just a little bit because I wanted to, they come in full sizes, so I wanted to cut them up a little bit, and I just used some of my meat shears to do that. And then here we're going with some tomato sauce. Add that in there. And for spice, I'm using I made some of my own chili spice blend, and I'll put the recipe out there as well, but real simple. I made my own. You can definitely buy some from the store and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna put all in there. You're looking for 4, maybe 5 tablespoons of whatever you're using to cook, and that's already smelling really good. Yeah, this is gonna simmer all day long. That meat's going to set right on top, and this is going to help add flavor to this chili. It's already smelling really good. But to kick it up just a little bit, I'm going to put a little bit more. I got some broth. I'm going to put that in there, and then also just a little bit of beer. You can put whatever type of beer you want in there. This one I'm going for some Miller Lite. Oop, a little spill. You want about 12 ounces. This is a 16 ouncer. I'm not putting it all in there. That'll give it some nice flavor as well. But we're gonna let this simmer for just a little bit, and then we're gonna make our meat log that's gonna sit on the top of it, and it's gonna look amazing. Meat that's gonna go on the top. We've got 2 pounds of ground beef, and I've got 1 pound of breakfast sausage. So we're really just gonna combine all this together to make one big log that's gonna sit over the top of it. And looking forward to trying this one out. Typically I don't do too much breakfast sausage with my chili, but willing to give anything a try every now and again. You use any meat you want, really, any ground type of meat if you want over the top of it. I've used chuck roast before. I've seen a lot of brisket out there. Ground beef is what I'm using. You can use, venison, elk, whatever type of meat that you want to sit over the top. A little bit more. I'm seasoning it here with our Fire in the Hole spicy seasoning. They'll give it another layer of flavor. It does have a little bit of sweetness to it, but nothing too crazy. And I'll probably add in maybe some more of that chili seasoning that I had too. But mix that in just a little bit. Really smoke it a little bit, and then it's gonna break down, and then we're going to throw it back into the pot once we break it down, so it can cook a little bit longer with all that great flavor that we put into the pot earlier. I think that's pretty good there, looking pretty good. And I'll just sprinkle a little bit more with some of the seasoning here, and then it's going to be really good. Yeah, that's our Fire in the Hole spicy seasoning. Another flavor, another layer of kick. Nothing too crazy. Alright, we're ready to start chopping up this meatball here. It's been on for about almost 3 hours now. It's over 165, which is awesome. You can see a nice pink smoke ring in there. And we're just gonna, you can get in there with your hands as well. It's a little hot still. So I'm just gonna use my shears here, pull them apart. Smells delicious, looks great. Got a nice smoke ring on there. You can see it. Again, it's 2 pounds of ground beef and then 2 pounds or 1 pound of ground breakfast sausage. So I'm just gonna chop this up here and then we're gonna throw it in a pot. And then we're gonna let it all meld together. So it's all ready for dinner here in a couple hours. But it's gonna be a nice spicy one. Again, I got the jalapenos in there in the pot. I got the chilies in there. Now, if you want to go less spicy, you don't need to have all that stuff in there. I know some people don't like the spice. Also, if you don't want to do the smoker, you can put this in the crock pot, slow cooker, even maybe Instant Pot. You can try that out. But it's going to continue to ground this up and then put it into our pot there, and then it'll be all set and ready to go for dinner. Hope you enjoy this recipe. If you do, go out to burnpitbbq.com. Look at some of our other ones there. Look at some of the products we got out there. You can find us on social media as well, BurnPitBBQ. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you try the recipe and you enjoy it. All right, it's all ground up in there. Gonna put a little bit of more onion into the dish. And I like a little bit of cheese. Sometimes I like some sour cream in there as well. We'll see how spicy this one is. Plus with the jalapenos and stuff, and then plus with our fire and the whole spicy seasoning. We'll give this a shot here. It's a little hot still, so let's see how it goes. That's really good. You get the balance of like the fiery tomatoes. You get a nice little burn with the Chipotle peppers. And I like the added balance of like the cinnamon stick and then plus that little bit of chocolate we put in there. Now it does have a nice kick to it, so again, you can definitely remove some of those Chipotle peppers. You don't have to put in like the spicy seasoning and all that kind of stuff, but all depends on your preference of heat. For me, this is pretty perfect. So hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you try out the recipe and let me know what kind of chili that you like to serve to your friends and family.